Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to THOT Crew versus Lavi's LIGMA. My name's Sling Panda, and joining me tonight is Toucan Fam and Uncle Jemima. What's up?
Oh, the usual. Just ready for another wonderful match. I believe it's the best of 3, if I'm correct. So it's going to be an exciting night.
Yes. This is now a Breakfast Club stream. All non-Breakfast Club members, you can get out.
Anyways,
including you, Panda.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, we are ready to begin our picks and bans here shortly.
Oh yeah, can someone send me the link to that?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so apologies, stream, if the sound is a bit wonky. I just moved and bought a new computer, so I'm trying to put it together on the fly as we do this, so yeah, just an FYI. If there are issues, please let us know in the chat. Anyways, ban number 1 is that Yasuo targeting Bear Jr.
I don't know. Now, see, I don't know why they would do that, because he's just so boosted. But,
Yeah.
Hey, everybody has their opinions. And then the Ari comes out. I think that's kind of a standard thing.
Yeah, Ari, immediate Alistair ban, followed by an Evelyn. Looks like we're just banning everyone's favorite champions here. Lucian ticking away.
I think that's a lot of what we've seen. It's pretty standard bans versus every team. But usually there's something small that sneaks through that ends up being the reason that every team has their wins or their strong points. So we'll see what they're able to pick up and what works well.
Yep, and Sivir banned away here along with Lucian, and then the first pick, Brand for THOT Crew.
All right. Brand's a very strong early champion. I'm guessing it's going to go on to Zawarudo, I would think, for that support. Because maybe they'll try and...
Are they supposed to be lined up in the position they're playing?
They don't have to be.
They don't have to be, because you can swap in, champ select, whatever you want it to be.
I think that's Clumsy Chocobo in the mid lane, so...
That would surprise me a little bit, honestly. I feel like he's a little more of a wanting to have a playmaker champion. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Zawaruda support pick.
True.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking.
Anyways,
seeing as they're going versus, they would be going versus Chad Penguin and Biscuit Hat. I think they can, if they can try and get a little bit more early pressure with the Brand and kind of shut them down a little bit, I think that would be strong for them. So that's where I'm thinking it's going. But
oh god, the Speedy Rammus.
Yeah,
but yeah, the Jarvan and the Jinx picked up for Ligma. So interesting that Chad Penguin's picking up the Jinx.
Yeah,
I'm surprised without not picking up like the Kaisa or, well, I guess the Lucian was also banned out, but I feel like the Kaisa is usually something they go with. Jinx a little bit more immobile in a sense, but definitely a super late game carry as well.
We're going to see new Ezreal. That Ezreal change did come through, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, did it really?
Did it? I thought it did. It was in the patch notes.
I mean, it's in the patch notes, but...
I didn't know if that was going to be this patch or not.
It is going to be this patch? Hold on.
Did it come through? I thought it came through. Anyways, we're going to see Leona picked here for Ligma as the support as we wait their next set of bans. It is live.
It is live, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
just went to my collection and looked at it.
Update the title, yo. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't update the title. It's very
You update the title.
Well. I cannot update the title because somebody removed me as a mod.
That's not me.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Let me see if maybe it's just Guy Fieri messing it up.
Anyways, we see Aurelia banned away here along with a Katarina.
Nope. Okay. Nightbot's broken. Everyone panic.
Put those panics in the chat. Give me some
Make it a
hypers.
Monka S.
Get some hypers in the chat. And as you see, Pike taken away. You guys missed Eric trying to do it for like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't miss it. Trust me.
Yeah. Just the procs W half health in late game to squishies. Does it really? That W proc half healths? Oh, an orange band away here. So all in all, it looks like Ligma is going for that.
I haven't actually
All
seen
in.
anything with the Ezreal W. I just seen what it's supposed to do essentially. Like I've read it, so we'll see how much damage it's supposed to do. We'll find out this game, I guess. But yeah, so they got rid of the Pike. I guess they think the brand's going mid.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the Pike's I think a Zawa Rudo, definitely a targeted ban there. Then we see a Swain coming out, which could be flexed to the top lane, which I think it is. Probably for Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri not really known for playing Swain. He's not the hardest champion to try and get a hold of, but it's definitely far from the usual picks that he has in the top lane. Generally more of a tanky defensive play style.
And then a Jan. So they might be doing some swaps here. No, it's supposed to be Karma.
Okay.
That's supposed to be Karma. They said it in the chat. So
Okay, that's what I thought.
So then, yeah, I guess it is. I mean, Karma could still be swapped mid or bot, but I would be guessing at this point that it would be a Karma support brand mid.
What? Not Karma in the top lane?
Ooh, and then the Malphite locked
Malphite
in.
for Urionia. That's about right.
So we've got Bear Jr. on that Morgana. We've seen him play that to great effect. And then Malphite with the combo as well. Just a super strong teamfight wombo with the Jarvan Leona Malphite engage. And then basically the whole idea of Ligma's comp is we're all gonna dive you and then you can't dive back because we've locked your whole team down. While Jinx is able to just auto attack in the backline.
Yeah, the THOT crew really needs to pay attention in the mid lane. We were kind of on the receiving end of that in the last game of the regular season, where in a mobile mid laner, well, actually, it was a Corki mid lane that they pulled this exact same combo, and Corki has a little bit of mobility to him. Julio has to play very defensively here on the brand because of the fact that J4 and Morgana will just sit mid lane and make you have the worst of time.
Yeah.
So I do expect for Theatrix to be hovering around the mid lane more often than not. Swain doesn't have the worst time against Malphite. Actually, I think he wins that matchup pretty.
Yeah, he should have a pretty
easily.
good fight against that.
Yeah, especially because Malphite wants to build the armor rather than the MR. He doesn't hate the MR, but he definitely would like the armor instead.
Which, in all honesty, this game, I could see MR being the build, because you go in versus a Rammus. Rammus is going to do the magic damage. Brand, Ezreal still should do magic damage, I believe. And then Swain and Karma.
Yeah, so his W is just not going to hit as much or as hard, but definitely something that he wants to pick up. I think mid lane is going to be the lane to watch because it just all depends on how well Clumsy Chocobo can stay safe on the brand and really try and get into that mid game spike that we know Brand has with the ultimate. So we're just going to have to see.
Yeah, I mean, J4 definitely has an advantage on the Rammus in the early game, but if Rammus can get to that super tanky point, good luck killing him. Like, the one thing I will say is you do have a Swain for the side of THOT crew, so I mean they have decent team fight, they have some decent kite back with the Ezreal and Karma. So like Karma Shield ult is definitely good for helping to kite back. So the idea is being they kite out the initial fight, have Swain go back in, and then Brand for all the damage. And if you can get a Rammus to hit a good taunt onto one of the priority targets, that'll be really good, but Morgana Black Shield's there to kind of stop that.
Yeah.
But then again, you hit a brand ult right on top of the Black Shield, and it's just gone. It's instantly gone.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to pay attention to those timings. Brand usually doesn't have the worst, or rather, most brand players don't need to think about timing most of the time because you just throw down their ultimate if they see a group of 4 or 5 people bunched up together. However, they do need to keep tabs on that Black Shield. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Bear Jr. leveled it up second. I guess it just really all depends. And as we've seen before, Labby on the Labyrinth 1898 on the Jarvan, it definitely will be interesting to see if he can spike as hard as he did the last time he played this champion. He did so very well. He went for a little bit of a greedy, very AD heavy build, but that's because he was ahead. I'm wondering if he still goes the exact same way, either or maybe he tries to be a little bit more tanky for the brand damage that's going to be coming down. It just really all depends.
Okay, so right now, we're seeing Clumsy Chocobo on the Swain, Guy Fieri playing Karma with Smite,
That's
and,
not a thing.
and then Brand on Zawarudo. So it might be the Brand bot lane, which...
Why would you play
maybe.
Karma top?
Well, currently we're looking at Guy Fieri having Rammus.
Yeah, he
Theatrix
has
as
until the
Karma.
22nd mark.
And that's a lock.
No, it's up until the 22nd.
It's past 20 seconds.
Now it's a lock.
Huh.
Wait.
So...
Wait. Are they going
Now, I'm kinda
solo
wondering
lanes and
because-
double jungle?
No, okay, so yeah, it's a glitch in spectator mode sometimes. So Karma switched from Smite to Ignite. So
Okay, yeah.
but Guy Fieri is jungling now.
Yeah.
So Clumsy Chocobo is heading to the top lane with Swain, and then Theatrix is playing mid on this Karma. So
much better. That's gonna be a
yeah.
much better time for the Karma, being able to dodge around with the
shield and the move speed and everything. That'll
Mhm.
definitely help. And Karma is able to push waves with the mantra Q as just as easily as Morgana is. You know, once she gets to that,
Yeah.
level
can even
2, level 3
poke Morgana
pool.
early as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Can even poke her out early.
And one of the great things about it is, Morgana can try and black shield the tether, but if you Q the Morgana, it gets rid of the spell shield, so the tether will hit. So then you can try and chain that into a Rammus Q taunt. Just little interesting interactions, but interesting little change up there from the THOT crew. Let's see if it pays off. We'll find out. Other than that, you've got LIGMA that's going with a pretty standard comp. Basically gonna let Morgana do Morgana things, try and get to team fights with the Malphite Leona, and then Chad Penguin on the Jinx is just gonna try and stay in the game. Because with the Brand Ezreal, they're looking to try and just poke him out.
All right. Well, chat, let us know what you guys are thinking in the chat on who is going to win the game. Give us a THOT win or a LIGMA win. We see, let's see, double smite, mistake. Nah, JK, he changed it. Brand is bad. Don't ban him ever. Yeah, sorry, Kevin. I think we all know about that. So, yeah. Yeah, that's hope you all are having a wonderful Wednesday evening. It's almost 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. About 8 o'clock Western, so it's not
Lucky you.
not too late for me. Yeah.
I went ahead and made the post on the page.
Good, I was just about to do that.
Nice.
But hey, we've already got a bunch of people in the chat, so, you know, that's always good as well.
Hey. Enjoying it.
Also, the new Ezreal Q animation is hard to see at first. Is that just any skin? Because I know, like, skins often change that, you know, make things noodly. There are, like, barely. Or is that just Ezreal in general?
I don't know, you kind of went a little robot-y there.
Whoa, you sound like a
You, yeah.
robot.
Oh, that's also because I'm the one streaming, so... And we just dropped 46 frames. Way to go, guys.
Oh,
Well, I don't know what's going on with the audio at the moment, but here's what we have. We have Euromoose playing Ezreal for the Thoughtly crew, Zaruto playing Brand, Karma with Theatrics in the mid lane, Guy Fieri taking Rammus into the jungle, and then Swain going top lane with Clumsy Chocobo. Over for the Labby's Ligma, we got Bear Jr. in the mid lane with Morgana, Jinx with Chad Penguin in the bot lane, Urion playing Malphite in top lane, Labyrinth 1898 taking Jarvan into the jungle, and then Leona played by Biscuit Hat at support.
did we already go through THOT?
Yeah, I just did them all.
Oh, you did both. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Wow.
Sorry, I was having to adjust audio settings because I have a laptop and I do dual monitor, and then it screws it up sometimes.
I
Instead of,
am
like, an actual-
quad monitoring this.
Well, look at you, Mr. Big Diach Jimmy,
Hey, don't mistake me for him.
aka
Shout out
the
to Big
inferior
Diach
Malphite.
Jimmy. Oh boy.
Alright, let's get into game here. See what we got. Anything spicy happening? No, they're all still in base.
No. I'm also changing my graphic settings real quick. There we go.
We got a lot of pings going out from the Thoughtly crew here.
God, that new Ezreal model is so lanky.
Yeah, it is.
The Nottingham literally looks like Link.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like Link.
Yeah,
I have-
at least the portrait does.
Oh, are we
Are
going
we
to
going
see
to see a late invade from Thoughtly crew? Maybe.
You know, it would
Depends on what
past them.
ability Clumsy Chocobo takes first.
They don't have.
They have the upper
brand.
hand with the Karma.
Yeah.
I mean, but then there's also a Morgana and a Leona.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So you get a Q and a stun. Because regardless, Leona's taking either her Q or her E.
Well, let's take a look.
So-
Leona has her Q to start out with. The Shield of Daybreak,
So, yeah.
as Clumsy Chocobo has yet to choose an ability, so...
Which is the
And-
correct way to do it. You don't level anything until it's time.
Wait. Brand is
Again.
top lane. Is sitting in the top lane right now. Is this a Karma support?
It is a Karma support. Why is it a Karma support?
I don't know. It's a Swain.
Why is this a Brand top? Why did he take Ignite in a long lane? Oh my.
Okay, so
Yikes.
they're pulling out all the stops here then.
Okay.
Theatrics is going support. That's interesting.
Well, here's the thing. If you take Ignite top lane, that's just asking. Like, asking the enemy jungler, please gank me. Please gank me and set me behind because I'm not that good up until up until I'm level 6 and I have my ultimate. So if I'm Lavi, I gank this lane. I gank this lane hard.
Yeah, I mean, as a Brand having no escape there, yeah, I can definitely see that.
As we see
Ooh,
the Dark
taking a
Binding
lot of
land
damage.
onto Clumsy Chocobo in the mid lane. Oh, we gotta rearrange everybody. This is all screwed up. Don't fight. No fight, no fight, no fight. There we go.
Malphite.
Don't
So
you
yeah,
move.
I mean, that's what you know. We kind of saw that you land a Morgana Q and you're gonna take a lot of damage. So Try
Yeah,
not
at
to
least
do
early
that.
on. The thing about Swain is that he builds Rod of Ages, and then he can stay relatively healthy no matter the circumstance, really. So it makes him a pain in the ass to be in top lane.
Biscuit Hat looking like he might go in here. Zap misses wide to the left.
I see what you were saying earlier about the Ezreal Q.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's super hard to see, but it's definitely a different animation.
Looks slower to me.
I think it's just because it's longer. In all honesty, like
Yeah.
the whole like model of the Q looks longer.
Yeah, it leaves behind more of a trail. It's kind of the exact same visual update the Veigar got to his Q. It looks slower, but that's just because the trail on it is a lot longer than the original model.
Well, as we see a gank in the mid lane, Labby has come in. Dark Binding does land onto Clumsy Chocobo. They're underneath the tower. Ignite coming out. Will it matter? Clumsy Chocobo, will he live? No!
Dead. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Bear Jr. worth the first blood.
Yeah, that plus the Ignite plus the red buff did just enough. I think it was the last tick of that Ignite that got him.
Yep.
So, well played there. It was all about that binding right there at the end.
I agree.
And then the flash forward to get that Ignite down by Bear Jr. as we see the brand immediately TP back into the mid lane. Morgana is out of mana.
The Swain TP.
Yeah, that's what I said. Biscuit Hat walks up and cues a minion. Well, all that excitement leads to a 700 gold lead.
Yeah, I mean, in the mid lane, Morgana's out farming by 12 farm currently. Guy Fieri tries to...
They saw Guy Fieri. They're going to get the stun
Oh
down
my
onto
God.
Theatrix. Theatrix doesn't care. Theatrix goes forward. Flash forward. He's going to die to a rocket there with the Chad Penguin. Here comes Labby. And Guy Fieri is going to flash forward into Chad Penguin,
Wait,
get
what?
the kill with the smite,
does get the kill.
and dies to the flag.
A lot wasted there, but at least they got a kill? Question mark?
Yeah, 2 for 1. Little aggressive there going after Chad Penguin.
I'm really questioning these lanes now. Like, Zawarudo not getting a farm lead, not able to harass enough, because Malphite's so tanky and you burn a lot of mana as...
Here comes the Ignite. Flash forward
Wait.
by both of them.
Oh,
And
no.
Urion is really low, going to dodge that Pillar of Flame as Zarudo.
Okay, now here's the thing. He needs to hit level 6. He gets level 6, he kills Zerardo right now. But he doesn't want to risk it. How close is he? Hold up.
He's not close
he
at
just
all.
got it.
No, he's close. He was like 3/4 of the way through.
See, but I think the
I think he
issue
dies.
was, if Aruyan pops level 6 as well right then, he's gonna die first. Because
Yeah.
now he doesn't have a flash. So this is the lane that needs to be punished now.
Yeah, this mid lane is already a 20 CS differential as Biscuit Hat has found a pink ward. Taking a lot of damage here from
Oh my god.
Ezreal as he flashes over the wall, get a blast cone away from Guy Fieri.
I mean, yeah, it's safe. That's a good
As
flash.
Chad Penguin
Oh.
steps forward, gonna get bound by Karma, but he walks into a trap. Since we see all kinds of crazy action going on here, Dark Biting. onto
I
Guy
like
Fieri.
the indicator they put onto the Karma W, onto the
tether.
yeah, the tether, because it's like, I feel like in the past, you just couldn't really tell, and it always felt so short, and it would like, you know, the tether would just disappear on you, and you wouldn't even realize. Now that you can actually kind of see how close you need to stay.
It's kind of what they have to do with Sion's Decimating Smash, because it's an ability that reaches farther than its intended target. And you're right, the tether does a very good job, or the animation to the tether really like lends it to be that way, where it's like, hey, it's a little bit longer than what you may think, just because it's like here doesn't like it gives you a range indicator as well as where it is in proportion to you. That's what they need to do with Sion's Decimating Strike, to make it a lot clearer that hey, you will still get hit because it reaches a little bit further than that.
Yeah.
We have It's a Bison in the chat saying Adam should have gone top and done tank Karma in the top lane. into this Malphite as we
Yeah, I think
see
it could have worked.
Essence shift forward by Yuramoose flash away. That's going to kill Theatrics
Killed
as
Theatrics,
the Cataclysm comes out and Biscuit Hat picks up a kill here on Yuramoose. So double kill in that bot lane. Morgana's roam down too. This looks like this might be first turret.
Yeah, it was a little. It was very aggressive of Yuramoose to use the jump in there, and then it just got to a point where there was no getting out because you flashed and then you have a J4 on top of you.
Wait, why did he go?
I don't know.
Why did he go?
Yes, here goes Clumsy Chocobo. He's going to go in. Guy Fieri is not that strong. It's pretty squishy. He's going to get the Penguin back into it and pick up the kill onto that Jinx going over to Clumsy Chocobo. So they go after Biscuit Hat, who sacrifices himself to the team. As here comes Karma. Karma going after Bear Jr. Bear Jr. takes a cue from Yezreal. Is going to not get pulled back with an expert Black Shield there.
It's a nice play. They pick up 2 on the back of that. They stop the tower from going down, which is the big thing. But now, that tower is so close to dying. It's just going to take a very small push from LIGMA here to get that tower down. So THOT Crew is going to have to make a big push somewhere if they want to try and contest first tower.
We have a missing brand lane and a brand from the top. As we see a little vision dance around the dragon. This is an Infernal Drake, so
yeah,
probably
that would be huge to get for Labby's Ligma.
Yeah.
Bomby Cinder?
If
Why
they
did he
get
buy
that,
a
then
Bomby
it's just going to be
Cinder?
over.
That is a very interesting choice. As we see them walk up and take a Karma Q to the face. Here goes a flash as the heal comes out as well. Leona gets taunted in as 2-shot barrage hits Biscuit Hat. Ignite coming out and Yuramoose picks up the kill here.
Nice.
That's really good for Yuramoose to pick that up.
But here comes the return. Clumsy Chocobo is here along with friends. And there goes the speedy Rammus that's not quite speedy enough. It flashes forward. It's going to hit Labby. Get the taunt out here as Labby is going to go down.
Wow.
And Bear Jr. looks to be caught out here. It's now a 4v1. He's going to have to try and get away. Gets out Soul Binding. Going to pick up one on Theatrics. That's unfortunate. You feel bad about that. And Ezreal gets the kill there. But a 1-for-1 trade on a 4v1. Not half.
Hey, that's an
It's a
early
2-for-1.
stopwatch, too.
J4 went down, so that's a 2v1 overall. And although they
lose
do
that
get
first turret.
the first tower, now you feel the pressure.
Oh, here comes another shot.
Teleport comes in.
Teleport coming in from Clumsy Chocobo. They're going to get the stun down on the Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri is going to drop, but a little Biscuit Hat is the only one left alive here as he tries to run away from Clumsy Chocobo, who is a big bird. And Clumsy Chocobo gets the kill.
Things are looking actually pretty good here for a THOT Crew. I mean, this top lane, Zawaruro is down in farm being the more aggressive brand. And the fact that Aruyan right now has a Bomby Cinder and a Glacial Shroud, so just has armor, has no magic resist. But then, yeah, the brand's got the Bomby Cinder too, so I mean, not much damage. It's gonna be a tank brand, in a sense.
Yeah.
So, that's an interesting one.
I really don't know what he's doing
But,
with that
yeah,
Bomby
I
Cinder.
mean,
Like, it doesn't build
I
in
don't-
anything other than a Cinder Hulk. Or,
I mean, because you would think that he would
Sunfire
still
Cape.
be going for a Rod of Ages, since he's got the Catalyst and everything. So you'd still think he'd be going for that, and that would give him AP health and
Yeah,
pseudo
because
tankiness.
he had 900 gold because he bought that Bomby Cinder straight up. But why would he build a Bomby Cinder?
it's just one of those strange things.
Oh, but it's just
But
like
now
I really
he's-
don't like critiquing other people on their builds, but like I just really don't agree with that.
I mean, to be fair, it's a brand top. We weren't quite expecting that versus the Malphite, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see how well it works out. If it works out, then good for you. If it doesn't, then Maybe there's a reason you don't see that very often.
Yeah. Anyways, look at here.
Zawarudo is. Go on.
Oh, so we're looking at like a 1K gold differential. About 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in. So we still haven't seen a dragon though.
Yeah, most of which is probably just from that first tower. Oh, that I didn't realize that works on towers too.
Yep.
Wow, nice.
It sieges towers, so go nuts.
I mean, it's not quite like a Tristana, but like, hey, I'll take it.
Oh, it does more damage than a Tristana late game because it scales. It scales pretty hard too, and it the thing about the W is that it also applies.
Gank here, unstoppable force in onto the Ezreal. Ezreal flashes away. Hell gets out of the cataclysm, but a flash forward by Labby gets the kill as he's gonna get rooted up here. Guy Fieri is here, but so is Bear Jr. Rocket misses wide as Guy Fieri picks up a kill. Labby is so low. Soul Binding coming out here. Soul Binding gonna stun too. But Bear Jr. is going to get yanked back into Clumsy Chocobo, and now it's a 3v1, and Bear Jr. is taken down by Theatrics. Meanwhile, top lane, they get the fireballs going out, but it's not enough as Chad Penguin gets the kill.
Yeah, you see, not a lot of damage there. You know, Blasting Wand maybe could have turned that fight around a little bit more. The Balmy Cinder didn't help with, you know, the survivability. We don't know about that Balmy Cinder, but really good stuff there in the bot lane. It was unfortunate because Bear Jr.'s black shield did not block the taunt. It wasn't up at that point.
As Biscuit Hat has caught Yuramoose underneath, but the tower, is not going to kill as Chad Penguin uses the hill.
Barely.
Yikes.
Yeah, we hit. Bison says, I'm just going to chalk it up to Nolan being Nolan and doing Nolan things.
That's Zawarudo for you all, if you don't know. And we have my age. Pretty sure Speedy Ramen says 100% win rate currently. I think you're not wrong.
I mean, you can see the Rammus has actually been doing a ton of damage in these fights and just staying alive. Theatrics has been a little bit over aggressive in some of the fights and just, I mean, deciding to stay there with the Morgana, like, he could have just run away, essentially. Like, they got all the damage down. He got the shield to try and save himself, but stayed just a little bit longer and took a little bit too much damage there before Morgana gets the trade kill.
As you see the Dragon Call here.
But he's really not worth gold.
Yes, but it gives that little bit less gold back.
Can he steal it? No.
That was close, though.
So something that we haven't talked about is this almost 50 CS lead that Chad Penguin has over Yuramoose at the moment.
Yikes.
That's quite substantial.
Oh.
It does have an item completed. Wow, double
yank back.
double yank.
Oh, they
right
both
there.
have one item completed. Labby's going to go in. Labby is going to...
He's gonna
Somebody
take it.
killed it. I don't know who. His Cataclysm comes out here. Fireballs as well as in goes Clumsy Chocobo. Surrounded by everybody, but the huge kills there for Brandis. Clumsy Chocobo.
They can turn this. They win this. They win
and
this.
they
Fight.
get the kill onto Penguin.
Who got?
Yeah, so Karma picked it up, Theatrics, so it was secured, looks like, by Guy Fieri?
Yeah, it was.
Had to have been. As we see
don't know, it's not
Morgana
popping up,
pushing
but
this
yeah.
bot turret. So
Kind of the advantage of being able to smite even though you are stunned.
yes.
Yeah, so that was very nice. Very nicely secured there. It was kind of a chaotic fight there, being that there's like 3 people right on top of the Rift Herald. But Theatrics was able to at least pick that up afterwards.
Oh, lands the Dark Binding onto the Ezreal. In goes with the Soul Binding. Ezreal will get away, but Theatrics gets the return route, and Theatrics gets a kill on Bear Jr. Biscuit Hat now is
me
trying to
just
get
say,
away.
that
Biscuit
was-
Hat is going to get stunned and pulled back, and Zawarudo picks up a kill there.
That was a great never move by Clumsy Chocobo, because Yuramoose was stuck in the queue there and then was ulted. He pulled Morgana just far enough away to break the ult tether. Oh, now they're going to use the Rift Herald mid lane, try and get this mid tower, knowing that Bear Jr. is dead and they've taken out the support Biscuit Hat, with Malphite just now backing from this top lane. They're gonna
Yeah,
get
they're
this mid tower,
yeah.
maybe push for another hit, but I don't think that's wise.
I think they get the other hit because this. Well, no, yeah, 2 members have already gone in. However,
Chad
there it
Penguin
goes.
is doing a lot of damage, and there it goes. They do not get the
yeah,
other
no.
hit.
It's fine though. For a tier 2, it's definitely worth it, especially because it now tied up the gold lead
So
that they were kind of in deficit for, and that's 2 mid lane towers to open up the map a lot more on the side of THOT Crew. So they have a lot more wiggle room and a lot more map space. They are going to lose this first tower, but I really don't see them losing the second one.
oops, Solar Eclipse coming out as Cyberwooder is going to get the fire. Cataclysm comes out. Clumsy Chocobo is going to get taken down here. So is Karma, and there goes Brand. As that is a 3 for none.
We've got Guy Fieri in the back.
Speedy Ram is trying to run
Just
away
using
on
his ult.
the backside. Will dodge the Dark Binding. They say screw that, and Guy Fieri might be looking at Biscuit Hat here. Biscuit Hat pretty low. Oh,
Definitely not worth trying to do that at that point. You've got Ezreal, he can clear out the few minions that are there right now.
Guy Fieri gonna be
Guy
found
Fieri
here
might be
as
caught.
Dark Binding will land. Bear Jr. going after him, but the Speedy Ramus just gets away as here comes somebody into the middle. That is Clumsy Chocobo. What are you doing there as you
Don't
are gonna
have
go
Zonias,
down,
don't
and
have,
there goes your Ezreal that you
Yeah.
baited into that.
Clumsy Chocobo didn't have his Zonias anymore, had already used the stopwatch. So I don't know, that was really aggressive. You should have just canceled that after you got Guy Fieri out of there.
Well, yeah.
Just like
This is
that, we
just
have a
a
3k
game of
gold lead
overstays.
again.
Yeah. It's a game of overstays. That's one thing I've noticed of just this semi-split overall. There's been every game, almost every game I should say, there are some have been pretty lopsided in one direction. But it's been a game of like, oh, this team gets ahead. Oh, well, they overstayed way too long, and then the other team came back with items, killed them, and then the momentum shifted, and then it happens again. So you just got to know when you got to take your backs and what fights not to take.
As we see this Brand has built a Sunfire cape first, still has that crystal, and is stacking armor currently.
Yeah, I got nothing. I just don't have anything.
I mean, to me, it seems like Merc Treads would have been a better choice. Just for
Yeah.
that tenacity, you know, getting a little bit of extra there. As Guy Fieri sees this Jinx, will be going after this Jinx. The Jinx is going to walk up into him. Oh, the ward finds Guy Fieri. He's got no MR. It's like an ARAM.
Not wrong.
Yeah, he's got a Thorn Mail. Is what he looks like he's building. Bramble Vest, Warden's Mail, plus Ninja Tabby. Gonna
Wait.
go.
That's not a Roa, that's a Abyssal Mask.
Oh.
I was kind of wondering if that's the direction he was going to be going, and then just hoping to get in the middle of fights and be tanky enough, and then
Oh no,
allow-
Uramus has walked right
nice.
into somebody as we look for top lane by Guy Fury. 4 members
Direct the
there.
Camera, please.
Uramus must have gotten out of that somehow.
Because I think he's just hoping that the passive brand damage will be enough in fights, and then low. Because I mean, if you're in the middle of them and you have a Sunfire Cape
Abyssal Mask.
and the Abyssal Mask, then you're just hoping to like lower their MR, do passive magic damage, and then with the brand passive, hopefully do extra while still being a little bit tanky. Or any magic damage from, you know, Arurian or Bear Jr.
Well,
But I mean,
it looks
fine.
like they are
Wait.
trading a Baron for a Cloud Drake.
What? Well, they haven't yet, and the problem is they don't have the damage to burst it down fast enough to where they don't lose the rest of their base.
Yeah, they have an Ezreal, they just don't have enough instant, you know, damage, so
It's true, a lot of casting ability as 4 members, and it looks like are going to go
but the
for
top
this
laner
mid
is going
tower.
mid.
Yeah, it looks like we got a little out-rotated here as Yuramu's trying to get away from Urion. Gonna Essence Shift or... Yeah. Essence Shift? Arcane Shift. I don't know. Anyways, there goes Labyrinth. Labyrinth's coming in here. He's going to get the Cataclysm out. Black Shield also onto Labby as Guy Fieri is going to go chasing after this Jinx. They want that booty, and Clumsy Chocobo is still alive somehow. Clumsy Chocobo now finally goes down to an Ignite as Bear Jr. trying to get away from Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri still doesn't have an EMR and thinks better of it.
Right now. Because they did kill Aruyan in the top lane, and then they got a 2-for-2 in the mid lane, so...
Yeah, they keep
Meanwhile, they
pressing
still
here.
got the tower top lane as
Guy
well,
Fieri is going to try and stop Backseer. Black Shield's coming out, going to stop that taunt. As somebody has a unsealed spell book. I just saw Teleport be exchanged for heal for Swain.
That would be Swain, yeah. So, I mean, they... With the Swain being able to dive in and get to the backline on Jinx, Labby's Ligma used so much to get onto the Brand. And because the Brand is a little beefy, it took them longer to take him down, leaving Chad Penguin just wide open. And yes, they did eventually get Zawarudo down.
Is it just me, or are you kind of wondering if Biscuit Hat would face check that bush into that garment? That'd have been a trapped theatrics as the pings were coming out onto the Baron. Looks like Baron might be the call for Labby's Ligma.
Yeah, Thaliku needs to be aware that their bot lane is not with them right now, so they get collapsed. This isn't a fight that they want to take.
Ezreal's still in the base buying items as they push the wave out. There is a large wave stacking bot as Unstoppable Force comes in. And here comes the CC chain as down goes our Widow. Down goes somebody else. And True Shot Barrage looked like it missed. Somehow.
It did hit. It just didn't do a whole lot of damage. A lot of low health bars here on both sides. But overall a 3-for-1.
Oh, that Dark Binding into Theatrics. Chad Penguin gets it with the zap. And this looks like this might be the mid inhibitor.
It's good, yeah. I don't think it'll be the game because they're up relatively quickly.
Yeah, Ezreal wasn't there at the beginning of that fight, so it was really just Zerardo trying to put down as much damage as he can with that ultimate.
Yeah.
It was just the Ezreal ultimate that was a part of the fight, and really that's just not gonna cut it when it's a
I think
relatively high AD Labyrinth and the engage by Urion.
Clumsy Chocobo's just got to get a Zhonya's. He has to, because you're getting Aruyan diving on every time, and so he's bursted so low so quickly, gets the ult off, but is not able to do enough damage or get enough health back during the fights to do anything. So just consequently dies, where if you're in the middle of that fight, have Zhonya's to keep yourself alive long enough, and then
Zawarudo has checked right into the team. Dodges the Dark Binding, but is going to get caught here as Pyroclasm did go out. Guy Fury is on the backside of this fight, does a lot of damage.
So much damage.
As here comes a teleport here, they're going to get away, maybe. Nope, Urion is here. Urion doesn't have an ult as the rocket's going to hit Theatrics in the face.
Alright, the Malphite ult's back up. They kite it out enough.
There goes Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri going to dodge the Humpers, and Bear Jr. takes the ISR on into the face.
Alright, so that was...
Oh, he's going to get yanked closer to Clumsy Chocobo. Ignite coming out here, and Clumsy Chocobo picks up a kill on the Bear Jr.
Oh, are they gonna lose the Nexus Tower for this?
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna.
I don't know. Directed camera's not gonna take me there.
No, they may hold it here. It was close, but they held it.
Oh yikes!
You see, Clumsy Chocobo's damage though. Has the Luden's Echo. Has the, I believe it's full built at this point. Rod of Ages. Has the Oblivion Orb. Looks like going for that. Morello's, right? Yeah.
Morello,
so I mean,
but Chad Penguin
does a lot of damage. Yeah, does pick up the Morello's now. But it's like once you get that Zhonya's, I think the fights will be so much better off for you, because you'll be able to get the damage off and actually pop your ultimate this time in fights.
I believe it is called Dark Ascension.
Something like that.
Demonic Ascension. I was close.
Demonic.
Something edgy
yeah.
of the sort.
Something edgy. As we see another Infernal Drake spawn here. Looks
Oh
like
my
Yoramus is taken so low. Well over half health.
2/3 of your health bar from a Q and a...
Yeah, 2
On
spells.
a W. That, that's a feels bad, man.
Yeah, don't ban Morgana.
Yeah, you got
she's
Morello and a
just-
Rod of Ages also.
Yeah,
from...
she's a very lackluster champion. Doesn't really do much in regards to the team fight. Just, just leave her open every single time.
And Baron fight is going to start here as in goes Guy Fury. Does
Wait.
not
Oh my
care as there goes Clumsy Chocobo. He's going to fly in as well. Gonna die here, but there comes the Pyroclasm as we see all kinds of things. Penguin has gotten double kill. Guy Fury gets the kill on the Biscuit Hat, and there goes someone else. And it's just Zarudo
He can win this. He's
and
a little
Urion.
tanky.
He's gonna get the passive off. Ooh, dodges the Dark Binding.
Oh,
Does not have a
Oh.
flash. He's gonna chase Bear Jr. And
That's not very recommended. Don't chase.
Oh.
right into the Dark Binding, and he's gonna die.
and you're dead.
I don't know if I would have chased the Morgana. I might have gone after.
Nope. At that, in that situation, you back and you try to save that Nexus Tower.
Yeah.
The only saving grace there from the THOT crew was that Clumsy Chocobo was able to survive long enough
Oh my
for
god,
the demonic
mid lane.
ascension to actually pop.
They're gonna lose both turrets, and now the Nexus is open.
Yep, open Nexus now. Now, their inhib will be respawning soon, so I'm assuming for this Baron fight, unless that happens right this second, they won't have to worry about that, but I mean, that does leave it open for, one fight going a wrong way. It's an easy inhib Nexus take.
Yeah, it's respawning right now. There are no more super minions being spawned out of the mid lane, so they will be okay.
Opening goes Cataclysm on the. There is Guy Fury is trying to get away. Guy Fury is gonna get stunned from downtown as Chad Penguin gets the kill with the zap.
Clumsy Chocobo cancels the teleport wisely this time. Still
Yeah.
doesn't have Zhonya's though.
Yeah. Oh,
And that's
yeah.
gonna be a Baron.
This looks like Baron for Livy's LIGMA as we are gonna go to probably game number 2. I expect this to be over shortly.
A little bit late there on the Ezreal ult. They need to get out now, because if they lose this fight, then it's over. Alright, no engages to be had there.
Yeah. Not pushing their 4 to 5 advantage here. And the Baron minions. Clumsy Chocobo off to the side is going to
Well,
be
they're
spotted by
sideways of
wards.
Thotley crew.
Yeah,
Sideways of Thotley crew need to be
addressed.
taken care of first.
Is it just me,
I think-
or is Chad Penguin at full build right now?
Yeah, definitely is.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you farm that well
And
all
get
game long.
16 kills.
And you're 16-6, yeah.
Now it just needs to sell the Storm Razors and get something better. Like I think a rapid fire cannon is what you get here. I always think rapid fire cannon.
Or sell the
Good
boots and
item.
go for a Bloodthirster.
No, I think Jinx needs another attack speed item.
Well, he's not even going.
Storm Razor doesn't. Yes, it gives a lot, but I think you can get the rest and get that 100%.
Oh!
Almost pulled Chad Penguin back in. Uses the
Oh my god.
Imperial Scimitar.
Trying to get a fight, but yeah, it would be just too forced at this point.
And goes Lavy. Lavy dodges a lot of abilities here as Bran gonna get some damage off. Gets a stun. They're trying to get these Baron minions away.
Oh my gosh.
Caraboose looks like Urion looks like he is looking for an unstoppable force engage.
Oh,
Dark
he's
Binding
definitely
misses.
positioning.
still not going for it quite yet as Yuramoose gets the Qs to land off, and for now, blue team survives. Oh, Dark Binding lands onto Zarudo. Zarudo
He needs to ult now.
Going to ult. Gets it off, but there goes the Unstoppable Force as we see all the damages come out. And that is game. Quadra kill at the end for Chad Penguin. Well, so
What a
much
game.
for your brand. 100% win rate. Feels bad.
And the Rammus win rate is gone too.
And the Rammus. But it was, in the end, still a very competitive game. It wasn't until, like, I want to say, at about the 30-minute mark when that game started to turn poorly.
Oh,
Maybe it's
Yuramoose won the
28.
game anyways. It's okay. Score.
Score. Yes. You win when that kind of score happens. All right, let's take a look.
I literally think one of the biggest issues was that they needed to take those. They needed to try and get more aggressive on those dragons, because you do have a bunch of. I mean, you do have a bunch of champions who, yes, do damage, but it just wasn't enough. And I think if they would have gotten those, those 2 infernal drags, then that could have just pumped up their damage enough so that the way they could have stayed in the game a little easier, and those team fights would have swung in their favor a little bit more.
Report Bear stole my penta. Chad Penguin in the chat.
But yeah, I just think that Clumsy Chocobo needed to build his Zanyas much sooner.
Yeah, I want to 100% agree with you there. The Morel Anomicon, although it is a great item for the Swain, doesn't really do much when they're the other side of the enemy champions don't have any swords, don't have anything that's really cataclysmic in the way of heal, because that's why you want the Morel Anomicon, is for those grievous wounds. The Magic Pen is nice, but the Magic Pen doesn't matter if you can't stay alive long enough in the fight to even use it. So the Zanyas definitely would have been the better pickup other than the Morellos. I honestly want to say it would have been a better pickup even before the Luden's Echo. It's just having that ultimate is so crucial in your team fight, especially when you have a brand, you have a Karma that can get you into those fights, you have a Rammus that is going to be in the thick of it almost 100% of the time. You just need to stay alive and pump out the damage, any type of damage that you can. So I think that Zanyas needs to come out a lot earlier rather than a 4th item build.
All right, well, looking at some damage charts here, it looks like for THOT Laker, they're pretty even. 20,000, 20,000, and 20,000 for 3 members. But then over for the side of Labby's Ligma, we got Jinx doing 40,000 damage to champions to lead the game. And that, I think, was the biggest difference here. Jinx was able to just stay safe and just blow people up from a ways away.
Yeah, I mean, there was only a couple times where it was even an issue, and that was because, the front line of Ligma was diving a little bit too hard, like they did under the mid-inhib tower that one time, and then that just left both Clumsy Chocobo and who's the other one I'm talking about? Guy Fieri to just dive onto Chad Penguin, and that was one of the only times that happened. Every other time, Jinx was very far behind, had the front line. It was very front to back fights. So, having, just being full build and being able to just wail away on people, having the Runaan's Hurricane and an IE just pumped out so much damage.
All right. Well, chat, stick around for game number 2. We're going to take a short break while we get set up. So,
also, it will be a series MVP, not a game-by-game MVP.
Yes, that.
So, for those of you probably wondering where the straw poll's at, it's not going to happen until the 3rd game, if there is a game 3.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of Lavi's Ligma versus THOT Crew. Anyways, picks and bans started without us knowing. Lavi's Ligma is on blue side this time. It looks like they have banned Ari, Evelyn, and Rengar. Meanwhile,
and then THOT Crew banned Yasuo, Alistar, and Lucian. And then Ligma first picks the Sivir.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Chad Penguin on the Sivir this game.
One of his more comfortable champions. Not really surprised they prioritized the Sivir pick. He's done some great things with it. So it's gonna be a run at you. It's gonna be a run at you comp somehow, some way.
I mean, it's definitely a very PMA LCS champion because it just gives you a lot of strong engage, and if you're able to just run the other team down, I think that's the key to that. Because if you put it at, into a tough situation, then it makes the decision making harder.
as we're going to see, Rammus Morgana picked here for THOT Crew. Rammus was used to great effect last game by Guy Fieri, and then taking the Morgana away from Bear Jr., you could either run that support or mid lane. But the Morgana, I think, at certain point in times, prevented THOT Crew from getting some picks with the Black Shield, so...
I'm interested to see if we see Theatrics go back into the jungle this time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting as we see Lee Sin picked here for.
All right, that's the Labby's classic champ.
Ligma won game number 1. Here, I'll throw that up here real quickly. Game number 1 with the Labby's Ligma, as we see Leona here picked up by THOT Crew. Well, not THOT Crew, by Ligma. Leona.
And I mean, the Leona, I think, wasn't bad last game. I don't think that champ in particular was a game changer when Biscuit had played it. I think it definitely had it had a lot of help in just locking down, especially the Swain, to just keep him from moving up to trying to get to the backline. But yeah, I mean, if you get a Leona running at you, doesn't have to use her skills until after you flash away, then that's pretty good as well.
Yeah, Biscuit Hat wasn't using the Leona as the primary engage, which is something I noticed. Didn't really pull the trigger on any of them. As we see Thresh picked here by THOT Crew, and then Garen banned away from Ligma.
Yeah, that's banned away against Bear Jr. So
it's about right.
Aurelia taken away here as well. What a dumb champion Aurelia is right now.
What are you talking about? She's great.
Shut up.
Just great.
Don't mind the win rate. Or the fact that it's being taken mid in Worlds.
Yeah. Dumb champion.
So the
One
ban.
Gordon banned away again.
I'm honestly surprised they don't ban the Malphite. I feel like that's something that LIGMA will still go back to.
Yeah, again,
Because I mean, it's it's a super strong, mid to late game champion just because of basically just because of the ult in general, like super team fighty. And then I think that last ban was a karma ban before it glitched out.
Is that what
Unless
they
it
said?
didn't glitch out.
I don't know. I'm not looking.
Yeah, it's
at
karma.
Karma.
Because it popped up karma and then went blue, so I think that's actually a karma ban.
It just took too long.
And then the Vayne picked up for the Thoughtly crew. Holy
That's
moly.
spicy. Is this
All
going
right,
to
chat.
be Thresh in the
All right.
top lane?
Alright, chat. Here's what I'm going to want you to do. I want you to take out your notebooks. We're going to go vein spotting.
Oh, baby. Where's Rich Matties when you need him?
Going vein spotting, boys.
Yeah. Do it for Rich.
I am really, is this going to be Euromoose playing Vayne? I don't think any of the other people on the team play AD carry, but I don't know if Euromoose plays Vayne all that often.
I could see Zaruto playing it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, plays at top lane. Yep, see, there's the Malphite again.
Yeah.
Oh, and they stole the brand away too.
Ooh, no tank Brand this time. Will Brand retain the 80% win rate or not?
I definitely think Brand's going AP this game. See, and I like I said, I still like the Malphite pickup here. Rion's very comfortable on it. It's a super mid to late game champion. Aruyon's been known to kind of get a little bit behind in the early game, but the late game itself is gonna, and mid game definitely makes up for that. So
I think this comp a lot better.
yeah, this is gonna be like a protect the Vayne comp. You've got a Black Shield, you've got a tanky Rammus in front, you've got the Thresh Lantern, you've got the Galio ult. So keep Vayne alive.
Well, I just like it because of the engage potential. You have the Rammus into the Galio ulti. That's so much disruption on the side of Thoughtly Crew if they can place it correctly, which ideally would be the Sivir, the Brand, and can really get the engage off before the Malphite comes through. And even then, even if the Malphite hits the trigger first, the Galio will be able to at least get the team fight back in their favor with a knockup, and then try and see if Thoughtly Crew can kite back. Vayne has to have premier positioning in this game because there is a lot of champions that just want to right click in her general direction, and she needs to get out of there. So it just really depends on how well Thoughtly Crew can just kite for the Vayne as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough thing to do. You've got the Sivir ult, you've got Lee Sin with all of the mobility that he has, you've got a Leona ult, E, Q all coming your direction. Brand's just going to throw an ult and hope it hits you, and then Malphite's going to try and Arya. And while Rammus did a ton of damage in fights last game, and did a lot of damage to the squishies, unless the Morgana pops off, you're really going to be hoping that Vayne is going to be your damage, essentially. Vayne it's a protect the Vayne comp, so you better hope that you can keep Vayne alive and is staying in position. Because we saw Euromoose last game playing a little bit aggressive with the Ezreal and sometimes dashing forwards. So.
Does that remind you of anybody?
No, I don't play Ezreal.
Oh, well.
Anyways,
That's a damn shame.
This is Guy Fieri showing the Rammus pick at the moment. Euromoose is on that Vayne. Yurion has his Malphite, and then Labi pulling out that signature Lee Sin that we all know and love. Zaruto takes the Thresh.
Okay, it looks like Zaruto's going back to support, so...
So does that mean Morgana in the mid lane?
I would think it would be Morgana in the mid lane and then Galio top.
But who's playing Galio?
Zarardo. Zarardo's a pretty good Galio player. He's known for his Galio play.
Then who's playing Thresh?
It looks like Zawarudo already picked Thresh, which is what I would think is going to happen.
I'm really confused right now.
I'm also confusion.
I'm confuzzled. Don't bamboozle Panda. That's not very nice.
Unless they swap it out, because then Guy Fury could take like Galio top lane, and you see Theatrix take the Rammus into the jungle. But
Maye, Labby's Ligma won game 1.
Yeah, we told him already.
Oh, okay. You alright there, bud?
What is the meaning of Ligma? When we see
Don't worry
here...
about it. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. It's all good in the hood, man. How's your day been? I hope it's been going good.
Man, Clumsy Chocobo showing the Morgana at the moment, so we will see where everyone ends up.
I honestly think it's going to be best if they swap and Theatrix ends up going on Rammus in the jungle. I mean, while I do think Guy Fieri played a really good game last game, I think that's probably their best option is to swap that out. Yeah, looks like they might.
As we see Guy Fieri on the Galio at the moment, Zarudo is still holding Thresh, and Theatrix does have the speedy Rammus.
Hey, has a history of it.
Yes, he was the originator of the speedy Rammus on a 50-minute game versus Team Foreskin, I do believe it was.
Yeah,
That was season 3?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe? No.
Yes.
I'm
It
pretty
was
sure
a
that
very-
was season 3.
I think that was season 2.
I think it was season 3.
No, because that
Yeah, because I think me and
What this
Opie
last
were on
one
a
was
team together.
Because that was BAT.
No. Team Foreskin was season 2.
T4S was season 2. Was it against T4S?
I thought it was. Or was it? It was against me, that's all I know. I played that game. I was not happy.
Oh, then maybe it was season 2.
Yeah, it's been
In any case, it's the return.
the return of the original Speedy Rammus. So, what do you guys think of the team comp so far? Bear Jr. gets Brand. That'll be fun.
I mean, I think they're both good. I think Labby's has a easier to pull off comp. I think theirs is just an easy standard, something to do. I think both have their clear, targets that they need to do. But I think it's going to be harder for the Thoughtly crew to actually pull off their comp, which is going to be, protect the Vayne. Hopefully, the Galio and the Morgana are able to pull off a lot of damage, land the CC and all that other good stuff. But yeah, with the mobility of Lee Sin, the early pressure I think might be a little rough for the Thoughtly crew to handle.
That's interesting, because I think if the game goes along, Thoughtly Crew is actually the better team built for success here. They have better peel with Thresh, Morgana, and then, of course, Vayne just scales so much better than the Sivir. And then, also, at a certain point in time, Leona starts losing a lot of her value. So I think if the game goes along, I do have to favor Thoughtly Crew.
Because I think if you, as the Thoughtly crew, are able to land a Thresh hook or land a pick onto Bear Jr., just eliminate that brand real quick before he's able to do brand things, that is going to change everything. Because even if you have a Malphite ult that goes over 3 or 4 members of the team, you don't necessarily have the follow-up damage as much. Yes, Sivir will pump out damage, and I'm sure that's going to be the case, but they're looking for that brand burst on top of the Malphite ult. So if they pop the brand right away, and then can like kite it out from there and let Vayne do their thing, then by all means, I think it's going to be I think that would be their way to try and get those team fights going. Is you just have to pick off the brand or even the Sivir first.
Alrighty. Well, chat, let us know what you guys think in the comments, as we are getting ready to go for game numero dos. Labby's LIGMA versus THOTS. We're getting loaded here, and Guy Fieri, I think, wins this for having the best skin. Birdio, best skin ever. You better do the chicken dance in the river. Alright, it looks like we are set to go and loaded in. We're going to change one little thing on our video settings. Move that back down there. Alrighty.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, welcome to Summoner's Rift as we watch Clumsy Chocobo walk into the river. Oh, Thresh is going to find the Sivir. Sivir dodges, not have to dodge a Q.
Alright, let's do this.
Where's Clumsy Chocobo going? He's going there. That one's going there.
Surprised there was no attempted invade this time. Because if you have the Thresh and the Morgana, Thresh Hook and Morgana binding, that's a pretty dangerous combination there.
Yeah.
If you land one, it's a for sure thing to land the other, so. And it's basically a dead whoever you hit.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. Not going too aggressive here, but they did lose game one, so I'm not terribly surprised. What are you doing?
Who?
You.
I just came back. I'm getting a beverage.
Sounds like we were blowing on like a hookah or something.
Oh, no, negative.
Negative.
Nolan does that, I don't.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. As we're going to see a level 2 gank. Flash forward by Theatrix. They're going to get on to Bear Jr., who's still level 1. Oh, but Theatrix takes a turret shot, and that's the end of this. As here comes Labby. Labby's going to get bound by the Dark Binding. Clumsy Chocobo hits that one as we have all kinds of action in the mid lane.
Lots of damage put in by Bear Jr. there. But yeah, unfortunately the flash was blown, so Clumsy Chocobo does have it, so if Rammus comes back, can flash and land a Q. Ooh, invade there from Labby on the red buff. Rammus is here. Galio roaming down as well.
Galio's
We
gonna
get a little
land.
damage in there, but
Land a little
And stay out.
Oh, as he flashes
Oh my
forward,
God, he's
Taunt
still
coming
there.
here as they're going in, but First Blood going over to Labby as he gets the dash forward, and Labby is still alive. Labby's gonna live, and Bear Jr.
wow.
That's so unfortunate.
Gonna land the Pillar of Flame here as Theatrix thinks better of it. Yurion walked down the river only to walk back up the river.
Unlucky. No members. Oh god. I had to sneeze. No members of THOT crew taking the Ignite, which was the major difference there from Bear Jr. last game. Bear Jr. last game took the Ignite on the Morgana. Clumsy Chocobo, however, opted for the teleport early rather than the Ignite, and that was the reason why they weren't able to get that kill. Very unfortunate, very unlucky, very bad timing. You hate to see that.
You hate
All of the
to
above.
see that. As Biscuit Hat just kills a minion.
Man, oh man.
Man, oh man.
There's a big wave for Guy Fieri here in the top lane, though. Is only down 2 CS and has at least 10 minions there, so if able to pick up most of them, will have a decent CS lead coming into this. So that's very good for Guy Fieri not being able to pick up any sort of kill in the mid lane after all those roams.
And Clumsy Chocobo taking a lot of damage. They're going to land the Dark Binding. As Theatrix is coming, they have grabbed Leona. Leona's going to get some stuns here, and Biscuit Hat is going to drop to Uramu says that burn is going to take down Clumsy Chocobo. This Morgana not working out so well in the mid lane so far. THOT going to land onto Urion. Urion going to try and turn this back onto Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri says that tickles and just walks away.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is now you have a champion in Brand that does a lot more early game damage than the Swain does. Swain, yes, has decent damage, but it's just not even close to the same.
Again, Guy Fieri going in onto Urion. Gets a fair amount of damage done and wards his river.
But yeah, I mean, in the bot lane as well, Uramoose did pick up a kill, so is looking good early on this vein. Only down a couple farm here, which is honestly really surprising because a Sivir has quite a bit of poke, let's say that. So
I think it's terribly surprising. I mean, they did get the kill onto Leona, so as we see.
yeah, I mean, like with the pressure that Sivir can apply there, and just the fact that it's Vayne early, the farming's a little bit harder. I think Uramoose is doing a great job, is in a good position here to get to that late game relatively unscathed.
As we watch Biscuit Hat find some wards, Guy Fieri and Urion gonna try and trade some more. Taunt not gonna land as Clumsy Chocobo is stepped pretty far forward to place a ward. Hits the Dark Binding onto Bear Jr., but Bear Jr. is level 5 now. Clumsy Chocobo's got to be careful here. Puts a ward over the wall. He's gonna walk right into it. Gonna dodge out the pillar of
nice
flame.
Was trying to hold the wave long enough for Uramoose to get back. Uramoose spent a little bit of time trying to farm to pick up that Cutlass. Did take a little bit of extra time there, but we'll get back for most of the wave. Actually, it's down 10 CS currently.
Yeah.
As Sivir takes the back, they do stop the Leona back,
But again, does have an early kill and is starting to climb back with that CS differential. But looking over here, looks like Guy Fieri's got a pretty sizable lead over Urion.
yeah,
Top lane.
big lead for Guy Fieri. An even bigger lead for Bear Jr. in the mid lane, almost having double the CS at this point of Clumsy Chocobo. That's not good.
You hate
Oh,
to
here
see
comes
that.
the
Here comes the
Brand.
Pyroclasm. There goes Acid.
Oh, he's dead.
And Clumsy Chocobo is going to die for a third
Burn.
time in the mid lane as the Death Sentence miss. Taunt lands and Bear Jr. will be taken down by Zarwudo.
Oh.
Alright, so at least a kill picked back up for the side of the Thoughtly crew. Consolation, but yeah, Brand picking up another kill, just going to be getting more items.
And there goes Theatrix as we get a pause here. Zarwudo
Oh no!
underneath the tower as Labby goes after him.
Well,
They did
Yeah,
say
hate
pause.
to
so
see that.
They gave the warning of the pause before this engage mid lane.
why
So
can't you people just not do things that is going to require mod attention?
no, they said pause beforehand. They gave clear warning. It's okay.
Yeah, they
So-
said pause beforehand as Labby was throwing the Q.
Well, that's on Labby at that point.
I honestly think Zarwudo is going to die anyway.
I hate y'all.
He's gonna die. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
You know, he doesn't have his Ignite, doesn't have a lot of things.
Yeah, doesn't have flash or anything to get away.
No flash, no nothing. He's gonna
So
die.
Labby's full health, even if he gets flayed into tower. he's
the
getting
flay's not even going right now, so.
Yeah.
And I don't think he has
A
death
summoner
sentence.
has reconnected.
If he does have death sentence, it's he
No.
probably will
No,
live.
he'll still get out because he's
Yeah.
completely full health. He'll take like 2 tower shots and walk away.
Well, I heard Theatrics has reconnected. We're just not waiting for this game to restart. But you hate to see that. Is it nap time yet?
Alright, so if we're just looking at this early game so far, basically it's about to be 4-2 in kills.
Already finished the kill on one. Lavier doing this game. What does that say? Oh yeah, that's right.
We're hardcore.
There is a hurricane over
Yes, there is a hurricane.
that area at this time. A Category 4 hurricane, if I'm not mistaken. Good luck to you all, and Godspeed.
Yo, if Labby's real, he doesn't kill Zuardo right here.
Don't try and do something dumb out of the pause. Well, he can't, for one, because he's got nothing available to use.
Reese is having a ping issue at the moment. That'd be Euromoose. And there it goes, as there he dies, and it didn't really matter. Was ignited. I don't know. As here comes Guy Fury, he's gonna find Labby, and that's actually
Lots of
Theatrics.
damage coming in.
Gonna flash away and then Q, and we're good.
So, oh, but we got a roam from Chad Penguin and Biscuit Hat coming up. This is interesting because both the junglers are still level 5. Meanwhile, Zawa Rudo is level 6 already. The support is higher level than the jungler and the AD carries. Weird.
That's what happens when he takes a kill.
And it's just like in between both lanes the whole time.
Yeah.
Didn't really back.
Clumsy Chocobo dodges the pillar of flame right there. Labby is coming back for another gank here. Clumsy Chocobo gonna land the Dark Binding, dodges the Q, and uses the Black Shield, and has survived for now.
Very nice there.
No flash either, so that was good.
Labby was 6 off that, so was gonna look for the jump kick.
Oh, going for the jump kick again. Misses the Q.
Man, game of skill shots here.
Yeah. Who needs thrones when you can have skill shots?
I like how the person who says that is an AD carry main whose job is to right click on a person.
Hey, I did not right click on
I'm
things.
talking-
Bear Jr. is
I'm
gonna
talking-
throw out the Pyroclasm here as Clumsy Chocobo was gonna go after Bear Jr. Gets
nice.
a kill.
Yo, let's go.
Very nice play there
Clumsy?
from Clumsy Chocobo, dodging everything but landing the binding, and without a flash is able to just land both procs of the ult.
Meanwhile, Labby has
Abby
been
is getting
pinched
caught there
between
in the
the
mid
two.
lane. No flash now.
Theatrics going after him, gonna go in, trying to kill Clumsy Chocobo, but Theatrics gets the kill as Urion and Guy Fury are getting sporty in this top lane over a ward. And there goes Biscuit Hat. Biscuit Hat's gonna go in, gets the stun, but Uramoose is gonna live, and Zarudo's gonna live. For now, what the heck is going on here as they're both so low?
Director camera kind of screwed me there.
Yeah, Director Camera wanted to look top lane, even though there's nothing interesting there. Just a wet
But
noodle
yeah, it
fight.
looks like Uramoose used both flash and heal. Meanwhile, Chad Penguin has both flash and heal available, and Biscuit Hat still has flash, so it looks like the THOT crew bot lane is going to take their backs and run back to lane. No tower being taken there.
That CS differential keeps climbing in that bot lane. 87 to 64 at the moment. Yikes.
Oof.
But in the mid lane, we have about a 40 CS differential, so that's a yikes for me, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually not in the bot lane. It's not quite as bad, or maybe it's about the same as last game. So, honestly, I think it's all right because it's the Vayne, and they should basically the Vayne should be pressured out at this point. But Bear Jr. landing another pillar.
As here comes Zarudo walking up the river to place a ward. Now he's going to walk back down as Leona going to try and land onto this Vayne. Vayne looks to be just running away from him as there goes Labby. Might have thought about going in and kicking Clumsy Chocobo, but I don't know about that.
Yeah, you see Galio coming down, staying in the area. They're looking for the gank in the mid lane.
Oh, gonna get the
Comes
hero's
the Galio,
entrance
wants
here,
the
and
taunt.
here comes Galio, as looks like Bear Jr. is trapped. Bear Jr. gonna go down as the unstoppable force comes in. Pyroclasm got off somehow, as Labby gonna get taken down eventually. And is this gonna be a kill for Clumsy Chocobo? Yurion is so low. Clumsy Chocobo is not gonna get it.
Very well played there from Bear Jr. Yes, still went down, but Zanya's, or used the stopwatch, I should say, and was able to still get the ult off, which is the only reason they had enough damage to take down both Theatrix and Guy Fieri there. So, well played there from Bear Jr., but nice roam down from Guy Fieri to be there to secure the kill. Overall, just a 2 for 2.
Rose the Lantern as a bait?
Interesting.
I think that's what that was.
Yeah, Bunny Fufu does that a lot on his stream, actually. Against like shield comps like Morgana's and
Sivers.
yeah, and Sivers, it's the same like almost animation because you see the very quick pause. So sometimes it does work and it baits out the spell shield every once in a while. I wouldn't do it every time, but it does have its moments.
Or even depending on the situation, you can bait out the
Flash, yeah.
yeah. But I mean, against the Sivir, I think that's about all you'll be able to get. Ooh, Bear Jr.
Comes Chocobo, gonna take a bit of damage to the face.
Speaking of that, Blitzcranks used to do that with the old laugh animation. Because people would see the character's hands lift up, and so therefore it was like the initial cue that a Blitzcrank hook is coming, and it baited a lot of people back in the day.
Ah,
I was
good
like,
old Blitzcrank.
That was like season 3 Blitzcrank too. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Started playing around then. It's like season 2.
Yeah, same here. Biggest mistake of my life.
Yep. Oh hey, let's read chat for a little bit. I am personally offended by Grasp Galio. Simply phenomenal. Well then. Should be Aftershock. Oh, here comes the solar eclipse. Vayne gonna go invisible as Labby is in the bot lane. Zarudo's gonna run away and
Yo,
take
what
the
is
team
this?
after him.
Running.
And what is that motion there?
What is this on my screen?
That was the Vayne ult.
Oh, does that now?
Yes. As Clumsy Chocobo is going to get stunned here. Going to get turned into a passive thing. Is he going to live? No, he
Does
is
not.
not. He did have a
Clumsy
stopwatch.
Chocobo is not using the black shield in time. You gotta stop the stun. It's just like waiting until the ult comes out to try and use the black shield, but at that point it's just too late. You've already been stunned and everything.
We're going to watch Eric and Elliot have a wet noodle fight in the top lane.
The hell am I watching?
It's a wet noodle fight. This is the definition of it.
You know, funnily enough, Elliot is winning this fight.
I think Eric
did he-
DC'd.
Oh, Eric DC'd.
He had to
Oh.
have. He was just standing there.
Oh.
Yup, he's gone.
Oh.
Elliot, I feel bad now.
Okay, look, to Elliot's credit, it did not look like he was DC'd until
Until the very end when he like
until the
ulted
very
him,
end
you know?
of that fight. Okay, I'll give Elliot that. I
And then
didn't
he just
even know
sat
if
there,
he was
yeah.
DC'd. I honestly thought he was just trying to go for an extended trade the entire time, and he was waiting on cooldowns.
And then you're
Because
like,
he
wait a
had to
second.
have DC'd right as that last ability hit.
would have lived.
Because he was following Elliot. He was following Elliot all around and auto-attacking him.
And Sudden Link Eric has disconnected from General Dill. Eric is trash. Hashtag outplayed. Kappa. Yikes.
Oh boy.
Can we rewind? Is that possible? I want to rewind this.
I don't know.
I can rewind.
There'll be a VOD, so... you can
Oh, he
rewind that.
ulted too. Hirion ulted that. As he was dying. And then flashed away from theatrics.
Oh my goodness. And then he left the game. Oh my god. That's pretty unfortunate.
I think Eric rage quit. Grasp rip. I would too if I took grasp. And blames it on his Sudden Link Kappa. Yikes. Some spicy words there from OPTSM fan. Who, by the way, are undefeated at Worlds.
I can't laugh. I'm a TSM fan too, but they still suck.
Yeah, imagine what happens when other sports organizations put in a lot of money. TSM don't look too good no more.
Salt for everyone. So yeah, we are streaming on my new PC. That's why it looks cleaner and
JJ
better.
Bell says, loving the stream, guys. You don't have to lie to us. It's okay.
Yeah.
We know we all suck.
English.
Wait, who said this?
The JJ Bells.
Gosh, Joshua.
Joshua.
Loving the stream, guys.
Yeah.
Don't lie to us.
Don't lie to us. TSM was never gonna lose at Worlds. You're not wrong.
Well, hold on. Pause.
We
To
are
Google
paused.
we go. TSM
Lose at Worlds?
win-loss rate at Worlds.
Pretty sure it's pretty
All those
poor.
double negatives. TSM don't look no good no more. They ain't not never.
They ain't
No,
not never
looks
look
not
good no
good.
more.
Can you tell what that meant?
Take all the time you need. He reset his router. Shouldn't be too long. Elliot, give yourself to tower.
Sacrifice
it's only
yourself.
fair. It's only fair.
Can we say boosted stats for Urion? Yes, boosted stats. This year, you Dumbo. Hey, be nice to our chat mods. For you have taken my mod powers away. And I would ban you if it was turnabout.
Kind of makes you wonder why we took your mod powers away.
How
No?
dare they make 7 out of 8 worlds? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, what the hell? Where's the perfect 8 out of 8?
13 wins and 21 losses. That's a 38% win rate. Oof.
Oof.
If only they made it 5 out of 7 Mayes, then it would be acceptable.
Or Adam, so that it breaks even. Yes, Adam should give himself to the tower. We want you to feed us your diamond player. Come on. I think we should
Diamond is a
sacrifice
strong
somebody
word there.
to the tower to appease the great Menbung who is in the chat. Guess? Anybody agree with that?
Yeah, down.
Sacrifice Elliot to the tower to appease the Menbung.
Better than CLG. I
You
mean, that
are
would mean
not
that
wrong.
CLG was a sports organization to begin with.
Ooh. He got you there.
Yeesh. Everyone knows Hotshot GG just wanted to spite Reginald the entire time. That's very not true, but I just really don't like CLG. The only person I liked on CLG was Afromu, and then Afromu moved to 100 Thieves, and I was like, good. Now I can hate on CLG even harder.
Hey, don't be hating on my boy Double Lift.
Lift even isn't even on CLG.
Yeah, you said the only good player though.
Yeah, the only good player was Afromu.
No lies.
Prove me wrong.
Double Lift has more championships.
They have the same.
No, they don't.
When did Double Lift win a championship?
Uh,
Oh, MSI? Okay. Woo.
Malphite breaking routers since season 5. Oof.
He's not going
Speaking of routers,
Malphite, so that's kind of sad.
what happened to the old EUS servers?
You know, that's a very good question.
They finally got a fire extinguisher in there, and EUS can finally play. God, because I remember season 3, season 4, it was just EUS could not play for like a week straight. It was the funniest thing ever.
Who
Can you
would
imagine the
wanna
riots in
sacrifice?
the streets if the NA servers went down?
Double Lift has more domestic champs than Afro. Okay.
Duh.
In NA, lol.
Retire when you're 90 CS. You know, if I'm 90 and this game is still being played, I will be amazed. Of course, I'm not going to live to be 90, so there's that, but...
You know what, guys? But we can all take solace in this. We all have the same amount of world championships that Double Lift has right now.
It's true.
Oh.
We all have the same amount. Every single one of us.
And Snackers.
And Snackers.
Correct.
Yeah, because Snackers is never going to
Hey,
get
Theatrics,
close.
get off of Battle.net. You chump. You got a league game to play.
Yeah, stop playing World of Warcraft.
Stop playing World of Warcraft.
We see you there. Wasn't there an Overwatch match tonight?
There was 2.
Did they already happen?
Yes.
Ew. Gross. Why play Overwatch when you can play a great game like League of Legends?
It's funny because I got Overwatch to specifically have a game to play other than League of Legends. It's funny you say that.
So,
I think that's for a lot of people. I don't think I'm very exclusive to that, by the way.
Yeah. Who wants to play
Mine was
Overwatch when we're
tonight.
done with this?
Yeah, that's right. Karut 3-0, General Dill's team. I don't know if General Dill is still here, but you guys got,
Dumpstered.
I wouldn't say dumpster. You just got the dickin'.
I actually don't
But
even
the
know
dickin'
because I
pretty
didn't
nice.
watch it. I just guessed.
Well, they 3-0'd him, so
Yikes.
yeah, it was a pretty big beat. And it was really close though. They were a really close match, but in the end, it is a 3-0.
Sounds like you need to sub in a Bastion.
We didn't have our Grandmaster player tonight. That's about right.
Yeah, the Bastion.
Something like that.
Yes. Is it nap time yet?
Something like that.
Eric reset the modem, and it's most likely on the provider's end.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And it wasn't the 2 that are stuck in their hurricane. Feels bad, man.
Look, at the end of the day, Iwana was a good day.
Shut up. No.
Iwana was a good day.
Shh, or the Great Men Bung will ban you. So does this mean that Yurion has been confined to the fountain for the rest of the game? for breaking Guy Fieri's internet.
You unstoppable forced right into the frickin' modem. Oh my god. It'd be the funniest thing ever. You get unstoppable force and your fucking modem just explodes. Just like a...
Just no more video games for you.
You guys want to hear a good joke while you're waiting? Yeah, you do.
Sure.
TSM at Worlds.
Oh. Yikes.
I'm sorry, I just thought it was topical.
You want to know what the ladies call the Gurg 7? They call Gurg 7 Subway because he's got low quality meat and lies about being 6 inches.
Oh.
That's right, fight me. I'm the better Heimerdinger. Let's go.
Speaking of the Gurg 7, does his college team broadcast their games?
I think so.
Yes, on
We got a
UTD
UTD.
Esports.
So tune over to UTD Esports sometime to watch
Give him
our
a follow.
beloved commissioner try and coach players.
Yeah. They play Overwatch and I guess I'll just give them a shameless plug. University of Taxes. University of Texas Dallas Esports. I believe it is UTD Esports is their Twitch channel. Don't quote me on that. But if you do end up finding it, do give them a follow. They
STD
usually...
Esports. What?
Huh?
STD Esports. That's not good.
UTD
No,
Esports.
UTD,
Oh, sorry.
you dork.
They
UTI?
usually stream their... I think they stream their practices. They stream some practices.
They've streamed
so
some
if you wanna-
scrims, some practices.
So if you want a better idea of what it looks like on a collegiate level to be playing video games, go ahead and check them out. I believe their Overwatch team has like 3 top 100 players, so that's pretty cool. Like almost everyone there is Grandmaster or Master, so it's really some high quality, high level gameplay that you usually get from Overwatch League. But I do think Overwatch League is in off season right now.
It is an off season at the moment.
So if you want to catch some high level Overwatch League or Overwatch gameplay, go ahead and check them out. They also play League of Legends. They stream a lot of their League of Legends scrims as well. So if you're tired of looking at us, and kind of tired of the silver and gold gameplay, go ahead and check them out. I believe they have a couple of master tier players.
Or pause screens in general.
Yeah, or pause screens. Yeah, they don't have a lot of pause screens because they're on LAN, but I believe they have 1 challenger player, maybe 2. I don't really remember the roster all too well, but you can definitely check them out as well to see some high level gameplay. I know Worlds is on right now, but go
Meh.
ahead, give them a like.
Worlds
It's
is
our
on at
beloved
like 3 in the
Greg
And a
morning.
follow.
And a follow, yeah. A like and a follow.
Yeah, Worlds is at 3 in the morning. No one's
Right.
waking up for that. Anyways.
I wake up just in time for like whatever is at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
So usually I catch like the tail end of a game and then maybe 1 before I go to work. Like I caught the C9 game this morning.
Oh, that was a good
And-
one.
I guess I won't spoil it for people who haven't seen it.
I mean, it happened like 20 hours ago.
Okay, then I'm gonna spoil it, so close your ears.
No. I will
Have
mute
not
you
seen
on
it?
Discord.
Have you not seen
Do
it?
it, do it.
No,
do
I've
it.
seen it, but
Well, I'm
For
just giving everybody a
else.
warning to like stop listening for the next
Mute the
20
chat
seconds.
for a while.
Not even. Here we go. I'm gonna say it, so close your ears if you don't want to hear it. They lost.
Feels bad, man.
It was sad. The Snackers wasn't able to do much that game on the
Kaisa.
I was very sad. I was
Okay.
so hoping because that's the Snackers champion right there.
Yeah, but it's KT Rolster, the #1 seed of Korea.
What?
Wasn't KT
No,
number one?
RNG, weren't they?
If you're talking about
I thought
C9,
they played KT.
no, that was Liquid,
Liquid played KT. You're right. You're right. You're
and
right.
got
Yeah, they did play against RNG.
dumpstered.
Yeah, both NA teams got hella fucking lit against.
Yeah, they played
Koreans.
RNG.
And Asians. Yeah, poor C9.
Which I forgot for a minute there that Gen G is just Samsung. Because I watched that game this morning too.
And was super confused.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck is going on?
They're so good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and get to the bottom of this. So I'll be right back.
Bottom?
Oh, that's probably me breathing into the mic. It's because it's close to me. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes,
Don't lie
I
to
am.
the audience.
Might as well just like mute things until play some music and just wait. No, Dylan, you can't just log into Eric's account and play.
We can't put THOT at that kind of a disadvantage.
Yeah. Plus, there's no big anime titties. You don't want to be in here.
That would be correct. Yeah, you're playing Galio. He's got big anime pecs, I guess. But
He's got chicken wings.
that too.
I can
You know,
go
they
for
could just
chicken
put a
wings.
Hooters shirt on him.
Oh. Now you're talking my kind of language.
Got the chicken breast and thighs, you know? And I put chicken in front there, so it's okay that I said that. Just saying. Don't ban me.
Please.
Oh, look, you finally reordered, everybody. Good job.
Alright, screw it. We're going to play music.
Hey, is the stream there?
Yep, we are still live.
Alright, cool. So, unfortunately, Guy Fieri is not able to reconnect. Internet sucks, and therefore, the Thoughtly crew has now decided that they will play this out 4v5. So we're just waiting for them to ready up and...
I think they're just gonna run down the clock all the way, and then hope that it maybe gives enough time for Eric's internet to make a comeback. Because I mean, if they play out the 4v5, if they can stall it long enough, and he's able to get reconnected, that'll be great. But all right, the game's going back in. 3, 2, 1.
Ta-da.
We in.
Hey, we're back, boys.
As Urion is going to get chased down by Theatrix, going to get the taunt here. Urion is low. Theatrix will not try and dive underneath the tower.
Yeah, didn't land the Q there. Hit a minion on it.
Oh, but here comes Bear Jr. Bear Jr. spotted by a ward.
Oh yeah, he's spotted.
And now the punish is going to come in because they're going to do the Rift Herald. They're just going to try and push it. I mean, like I said, they do have the Vayne, so the Vayne can come in huge late game, but let's be honest, it's 4v5. I don't see it going that well, considering both teams are, you know.
Yeah, they are
Gold
down
team.
about 2k gold right now.
It's not solo queue. I mean, sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes the PMA LCS looks like solo queue, but regardless of appearances, it's not.
Well, we might be looking at some kind of gank in the mid lane as Sivir and Leona are going to try to take this bot turret. Here comes Morgana. Morgana going to get the Dark Binding onto Sivir, who didn't spell shield it, but they are going to get the turret. There goes first turret.
Yeah.
Over to the blue team. LIGMA with, again, the early lead.
Oh my god, the Magi's off of Bear Jr. on the brand. Those are...
I was gonna say, being the fact that he's already got 3 deaths is it's a pretty ballsy
bold
call
statement.
there.
Yeah, it's a pretty bold statement to make. I agree.
Like, even if it is now like a 4v5 and everything, like,
There goes Elliot into the wall.
Uramoose is here.
Uramoose is going to lose
what? He's
this.
gonna die, yeah. You are not the late game Vayne yet. Good luck. And
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
And Ruyan already had a Sunfire Cape and a Glacial Shroud, so had plenty of armor and plenty of health.
Oh, gonna
boy.
miss the death sentence here. As they're going
he's trying to
after
flash over the
Bear
wall.
Jr., and they're not gonna let him flashes. Zarudo takes the kill.
Nice
I mean,
taunt
that's a
there
good
to
pickup.
stop that though. And Clumsy Chocobo recognizing that he had to walk around the minions in order to land the Q, so good play there. Theatrix sitting in the bush there, kind of waiting for an opportunity. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Oh,
As that blast gun is gonna take him away from the Leona ult as Labyrinth is gonna live. Clumsy Chocobo is gonna get stunned up. Uses the ultimate here. As here comes a Vayne ult.
Theatrix killed him!
Theatrix screwed up so many things there as Uramoose gonna try and get away as there goes Uramoose and here goes Zarudo and run it down mid lane. Here we come.
Chocobo was out. Adam took the lantern away from him. Oh my god.
yeah,
Yeah.
a interesting fight there. And now it's going to be 5 members of Labby's LIGMA pushing it down the mid lane. Not much that they can do here to stop that.
Morgana has exchanged flash to ignite.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm surprised they didn't just
Wait.
say to end that. Yup, there's the ult. Lots of damage down.
Nice one, Chad.
Also, in that fight, Clumsy Chocobo got stunned with 2 different stuns before using the Black Shield, so once again, Black Shield is definitely not coming out in time to actually factor it. And then slamming the Q into a minion.
Yes. That is what's going on here.
Oh, he hits that one.
Oh, but the chicken was still in the way.
Mr. President!
Oh, ouch.
Oh my god, that chicken dying for his sins.
Oh,
Baby!
Junior.
Oh, does have the
and
stun
all
though.
the damage is on Theatrics.
Oh!
It's not gone down yet.
Levy!
It will go down. As Bear Junior also gonna get.
He's dead.
Oh, the
no,
heal.
He
Nice.
had the heal, yeah.
Nice play to at least pick up another kill. So Vane's got 2 kills. You haven't updated us on a Vane spotting score yet.
Well, the thing about direct camera is that it doesn't take you to bot lane, so you can't actually Vane spot. However, that was a lot of Vane spotting points there in the top lane, trying to 1v1 a Yurion and just getting absolutely dumpstered. So I'll give that one 12 Vane spotting points.
Oh, that's a tilter. You see that Biscuit Hat put down another ward, so it stopped Clumsy Chocobo from being able to kill that pink. Gold denial.
That happens more often than you think.
It's hilarious when it does.
Next Val on the side of Zuardo now. Trying to give a little bit more survivability to Uramoose.
Drag gonna go over to the side of the Ligma.
Another dragon here. That's another Cloud Drake. Gotta go fast. Yes, here they come. Right into Zarwudo, who tries to flay him away. Will get taken
They're
down.
alive for a really long time here.
Oh, there goes a Yurion over the wall as Theatrics is now 1v4ing. Oh, Uramoose.
That's
Hey.
a solid 4 more Vane spotting points there.
Like, there was so much opportunity for them to do, for the Vayne to get in there and actually do something.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
the Q. Got Q.
Wait.
It's gonna take a ton of damage.
Oh,
Labby almost dying to the turret right there.
good stuff.
Ha!
What? They just.
They both.
I've never seen that actually. I've always seen people being like flung. I've never seen them just like popped up like that.
I've seen them popped up, but it's usually like somebody popping somebody else straight up, not both of them. Huh. The more you know.
10k gold lead on the side of Labby's Ligma here.
It's really more like a 12 or 13k gold lead, because if you think about it, all of Guy
Yeah.
Fieri's 5,000 gold is just not useful.
Yeah, that is true. It's more like a 15k gold lead
Yeah.
since they don't have the Galio, who is constantly accruing gold.
So, I mean, I honestly don't see how they can bring this back. It would take a massive misplay by Ligma.
Well, Baron is a huge place for those massive misplays. So. Oh, here comes the
Comes
teleport
a
in.
teleport.
Of the Chocobo.
All kinds of things here. Oh, gonna get
Oh, the
but
Sipper got
the
hit by that.
four-man
Never mind.
unstoppable force is unstoppable, and that is the team.
And that will be the game.
Think that might be game?
Nah,
I mean, you
the
got 30.
timers are too short.
No, I think they can do it. They've got a big wave.
I mean, it's inhib.
Zawarudo.
I guess they
only
can
up
go
in 10.
inhib, Baron, and then end the game. Or they're looking for it now. I mean, it's a constant 4v5,
Yeah.
so they'll always have numbers advantages.
I mean,
It
I
looks
think
like
they're
they're
gonna get it
gonna try and put
before
it
they're
away.
gonna come up.
They don't have huge engage like the Malphite per se.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
That's game. Oh, well, instead we're going to try
Oh,
and
they
take
still
down
have the brand over there.
Theatrics. Theatrics goes down as Moose tries to get away from Bear Jr. Flash forward by Biscuit Hat. And there goes the Vayne.
Yep.
And that is the series for Labby's Ligma. Unfortunate that Guy Fieri has internet problems. I don't know what else you can say about this game, considering just the situation.
It was just very unfortunate that they weren't able to, have the 5v5, because in reality they had a really good team comp drawn up with Guy Fieri being that little bit of extra support for Theatrics. Theatrics probably would have felt safer, or was feeling a lot more safe with Guy Fieri around, being able to go in with that heroic entrance. We saw it a couple times actually win the fight for them, even with the brand ultimate all on top of that. So it was just very unfortunate circumstance. But in any case, GG's to Labby's Ligma. 2-0 victory. They are now set to take on not the Bungapalians, Par.
see.
They're
No,
facing
they're
Par.
going to take on Ed next Guac next. And then
You
Par
sure?
after that. Yes, I'm looking at the Gauntlet sheet now.
Okay, yeah. So they are
So-
set to, they're going to be taking on Ed and Extra Guac next week for their Gauntlet run. And then this Sunday, I believe, is going to be
The Tingly Pinglies versus the Juice Me Femery.
the Juice Me Family. Yeah, that's right. So in any case, we're going to go ahead and get a straw pull up. I'll go ahead and make that really quick.
No.
Straw pull. So let me go ahead and create a straw. So we have. I can never spell Elliot's name. Eiryuon? Is that how you spell it?
Eiryuon.
Yeah, Eiryuon.
There you go.
Labby. Bear Jr. Chad. Pengu. And Biscuit Hat. Okay. Create the poll. Tile is required.
Alright, so let's see. Who would you guys say over those two games would be your MVP vote? Let's start with you, Panda.
Well, it's kind of hard to use that second game as a good indicator. And I don't actually remember what happened in the first game at this moment.
I just now put the straw poll in the chat, so please go ahead and vote on who you thought the series MVP was.
I'm going to go with Chad Penguin. The reason being is he did his job in the first game. Got all the kills, led his team in the damage dealt. Yes, his team facilitated it. But without him having the skill to pull it off, then it doesn't happen, Like, if he would have stepped too far forward, he just dies. And if he's too far back, he's not able to do the damage. So I think he just did his job very well. So I'm going to go with Chad Penguin. And that's really just based off of that first game performance. I feel it's a little harsh on, the THOT League crew,
Yeah.
and all this. I think the second game, all the stats are really inflated from the series of deaths that happened when it was 4v5. So
Yeah. Alright, Sebastian, what are your thoughts?
I actually gave it to Bear Jr. I know it's kind of like the whole. Oh, of course it's Bear Jr. Bear Jr. is like, top of the top of the charts and everything. But I believe his Morgana and his brand were just so pivotal in both of those fights. I would honestly give it to Labby second, if Bear Jr. didn't have such a great showing on both of those champions. The second game, maybe not so much, but the Morgana in game one was just so pivotal in that victory. Honestly, Labby did a very fine job in both of the games, just really sat in the mid lane trying to get his mid laner ahead and Clumsy Chocobo behind, and did a phenomenal job of that as well. Don't get me wrong, Chad Penguin did a very good job. Went 21-5, I believe, in this series. So he's definitely up there as a candidate as well. I just think everything, like the games, kind of rotated around the mid lane and mid lane game pressure with the counter ganks and the ganks to the opposing mid laner. So I honestly want to give it to one of those two duos. Not to say ADCs can't win MVP, but I just think it was a lot more pivotal gameplay in the mid lane rather than the AD carry role.
Yeah, I would agree. I do think that I would give it to Bear Jr. Even though the stat or like the score itself in the second game doesn't show it as much. There was a ton of damage put out by Bear and had a couple really good plays there. One with that early stopwatch, able to get the ult off, so they were able to trade back and get a 2-for-2 in that mid lane instead of it being a 2-for-0, because that's what it could have been, or it could have been a 3-for-0 even. But stopwatched in time, was able to still get the ult off, do a ton of damage there, and get the nice trade. So, yeah, I mean, I think especially that first game had the Morgana, so was able to play safer. Brand is once again is an immobile champion. You get hit by a Morgana Q and then have a Rammus taunt coming in on top of that. It's kind of hard to do anything, but if you're able to trade back even after getting hit by that stuff, then I think you're doing really well. So, yeah, just that plus the first game when he was on Morgana, I think was really strong. So that would be my vote, but that's not what it's all about. It's about what you guys think. So put in your votes for who you think is the MVP, and we shall see what your thoughts are.
Right now, there are only 8 votes. At the moment, I believe we have 16 viewers. So please get in your votes who you thought the game series MVP was, or if you were only able to catch one game, try and base it off of that as well. We definitely want to make sure we give credit where credit is due. But on top of that, we already were discussing the Gauntlet runs. It is now going to be slated for Labby's Ligma versus Ed Extra Guac. That will be happening next week. Sunday will be the Tingly Pinglies versus the Juice Me Family, and which after that, if you want to actually put this on the screen, Panda, you can. To give a little bit of a visual as we're waiting for these last votes to come through.
Are we talking about the
Gauntlet?
Okay, give me a sec.
So whoever wins from the Juice Me Family versus Tingly Pinglies will be slated to go against the Brawl, which is me and Opie's team, next week. And then the winner of that game will end up going against the Bungapalians. And the winner of Ed and Extra Guac and Labby's Ligma will be going against Team Par Potatoes Aren't Real. And then eventually going to be going up to the finals. So there's a lot of games that are still going to be played. So if you haven't followed us already, please give us a follow so that way you are notified whenever we go live. We try to stay up to date as much as possible on the social pages, the PMA SGNLL page on Facebook, and the PMA LCS page as well. So definitely give those two pages a like. If you're a non-Symphonian, we are going to try and do better about posting in the public domain, so that way you guys can stay up to date and keep track of this Gauntlet run. So as you see on your screen right now, that's the current Gauntlet. Go ahead and put Labby's Ligma up there with Edda and extra guac. Panda.
You know, that's
think we
interesting
can.
because I actually can't.
It's comments only.
Well,
Why?
it's a locked thing.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think it's just Rich doing the stats.
Right.
that.
Okay. So, in any case, that's gonna be that's the gauntlet right there, and a little bit of a visual. So, like I said, there's still plenty of games to be played. Honestly, this is gonna be like one of our most competitive playoffs that we've had, and that's with everybody making playoffs as well. So we're definitely excited to bring you more action as that goes. I think we're going to go ahead and call it because we haven't really gotten any more votes.
And I want to go to bed.
Yeah. So, Chad Pengu, congratulations on being voted as the series MVP. ADCs can win MVP, guys. You see that? We need to take that command off the stream. But 4 votes to the 2 of Bear Jr. and Urion as well. GG's. Do we want to do interviews or
No.
no?
We want to know, but should we probably?
Bedtime.
Let's do a really quick, short and quick one, and then we'll be on our ways.
Okay, cool. So, the captains.
Unless everybody's already gone off, which it might be the case. Kind of looks like it.
No, there are a couple people that are still on. I don't know where Chad Penguin is. Chad Penguin is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we won't do that anymore. then.
Yeah.
I
maybe we won't.
actually need to get going, so.
Okay, all right. So, for Panda sleep schedule, congratulations to
Hello.
Chad Pengu.
Oh, there's
Get
Chad.
out of here. We're not doing interviews.
Okay, well, whoops.
Yeah.
I don't get my
Congratulations
question.
on the win. How does it feel to be MVP when you're an ADC?
Wait, what? Hello?
Yeah, how does it feel to be MVP when you're an ADC?
GG's to
Dude.
the other team. GG's all around. GG's all.
Wait, Labby, what the hell are you saying, bro? He just asked me a question.
Make it quick.
It feels great. My team carried me, and it really sucks that we had to, do that 5v4. I really feel bad for that, because that feel we had to do that last split too. So, feel bad for them, but I mean it's nice to get MVP, I guess.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
Well, with that, we're gonna go cut off the stream. We catch you guys on the next one. Like I said, just keep an eye out. Tingly Pinglies this Sunday at 10 p.m. EST, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so just be on the lookout Sunday. We will have Tingly Pinglies versus the Juice Me Family on PMA LCS. We'll catch you on the next one.
We are Fleeing Panda, Toucan Fam, and Uncle Jemima signing out. Peace.